I'm here to speak to you about phishing. Actually, not this phishing, but the phishing with PH, which is one of the biggest problems online today for cryptocurrencies. All right. And this is one of the problems that we at MyShield want to provide a solution for. So MyShield is a decentralized anti-scam platform that is introduced by BrandShield. BrandShield is a company that was established in 2013. We've developed a cyber intelligence software, SaaS, that monitors the web, finds websites, applications, social media posts, marketplaces that perform phishing and fraud and counterfeits and all these bad things out there. The system analyzes a lot of different metrics around each item that it finds. It analyzes the content and the code and the logos and the links and a lot of different web metrics. It prioritizes those risks and allows to focus on the major ones. We have different companies using this, and we also, for some of them, provide enforcement services. So we actually take those websites down and help them solve that problem. Here you can see the type of companies that are using our solution, our services today. As you can see, they are from very different industries. It can be Visa on one side or New Balance on the other side, soccer teams. It's really across the board. Now, we all know that bad people love the internet. And I don't know if you actually realize that you're more likely to be robbed near your computer than on the street. Counterfeits is one of the biggest problems today. Sales of counterfeits worldwide are reaching about $2 trillion today and are expected to reach up to $2.8 trillion in only 4 years. Now, as we all know, in the cryptocurrency economy, the phishing, the scams, the fraud are very common. Scams are happening every day. The research published just recently by Ernst & Young showed that about 1/10 of the money that was invested in 2017 in ICOs was actually stolen by phishers. It's a huge amount of money. About $400 million just in 2017 were stolen by phishers. That's the biggest problem for ICOs today. The way this is done is by, and I'll show you some examples, but generally people are being sent to wrong places and sending their money to the wrong addresses, wrong wallet addresses. And sometimes it's also done by actually stealing their private keys by having all kind of phishing websites, the seed generators, and so on. It doesn't end, by the way, in the ICO, and it's not necessarily only for ICOs. It's there for exchanges and so on. You may have noticed that Shapeshift, for example, is one of our customers on BrandShield that is using that solution. So let's play a game, and the winner in the game will get this rod at the end. So you can see here 2 examples. One is phishing. One is the real website. This is a customer of ours, WePower, an ICO that just ended a couple of months ago. Those that think that the one on the right is phishing, raise your hand. Okay, not too many hands. Okay. Those that think the one on the left is phishing, raise your hand. Okay, but remember what you voted for, right? So that's the phishing. And yeah, it's very hard to tell. At the end, the URL here, the domain name was different. The website seems very similar. Let's do another one. This is Jet8, another ICO on the go right now. Those that think the one on the right is phishing, raise your hand. Okay? Those that think the one on the left is phishing, raise your hand. Yep, was the one on the left. Here's another example, Shapeshift. We just talked about them. Probably many of you know that website. Who thinks the one on the right is a phishing? Who thinks the one on the left is a phishing? Sorry, we clicked it too fast. All right. So Yeah, and you can see it's very hard to tell. Very hard to tell. They're doing a good job. All right, this is a little different. So you see, they look very similar. One website is called Momentum, and one Cryptogram. Which one is the real one? Those that think that Cryptogram is the real one, raise your hand. Those that think that Momentum is the real one, raise your hand. All right, let's see. Yeah, it's actually Momentum. That's another type of phishing. And of course, that doesn't only happen on websites, it happens on social media, it happens on Telegram, private messaging, and so on. Let's see just one example. On Facebook, another ICO running right now, Current. Who knows which one is the real page of Current? Those that think the one on the right is the real one, raise your hand. Those that think the one on the left, raise your hand. Okay, I hope you counted your right and wrong answers. So the one on the left is the wrong one. So it's clear for us that it's hard to tell. It's clear for everyone it's hard to tell. And it's also clear that there's no trust, there's a lack of trust, to be more accurate, in this industry. And this is why we think it's time now for MyShield. So what is MyShield? MyShield is a decentralized anti-scam platform. It is an ecosystem of confidence. What we intend to develop is an application that has a few key features. The first one is alerting users when you reach a scam website, when you reach a counterfeit sale on a website or on a marketplace, or if you reach a social media page that is fake, just like we saw. And also tell you what is trusted. That's another feature. The other part is a validation, more cryptocurrency related, a validation of the wallet and the websites that you're on. You may have heard about some of the hacking that happened on some websites that were hacked, and the actual address of the wallet was changed. So our application will match that, and if you will be about to send to the wrong wallet of that website, and it doesn't belong to that website, it will alert you. And the third thing is to actually report. So when you get phished, when you get hurt in some way or by a counterfeit, you will be able to report on the application on that occasion, on that specific item, website, social media, and so on. Now, the idea here is that the information that will be the basic to alert you on the scams will come from these two different sources. One is our existing cyber intelligence developed by BrandShield, and the other are the reports by the user, the crowd wisdom, another layer that is added to it. Down the road, this platform is going to be open to other cyber intelligence providers to actually provide their information and take a part in this platform. Now, once you report something, it's going to be recorded on the blockchain. And when there's a consensus among enough users and the AI-powered cyber intelligence, then a bounty will be distributed. So we're going to reward the users for actually reporting to MyShield and the whole community on the scams that they've found. The bounties are going to come from different sources. They're going to come from the MyShield revenue model, which I'll talk about in a minute. And of course, from the companies, it's in their own interest to actually reward and help their community fight the scams against them, and some users that might want to take part of it. The main use for the tokens on our platform is the guarantee. So as I said, we can tell you which websites are trusted and whether the wallet matches the website you're transferring to. So once you use the token, you can use it to buy a guarantee program. And when you have that guarantee program and you perform transactions on a trusted website that MyShield told you is trusted, you're guaranteed, you're safe If it turned out later, and it's all on the blockchain, it's all transparent, that that website was actually a scam, we'll pay you your money back. We'll give you a money back guarantee. So as you can understand, there's different uses for our token on our platform. Also, when you report, you need to use a token. This is actually created as a kind of a hash cache model. For those that know it, it's preventing spam. You'll get it back if you're right, but if you're wrong, you're going to lose that token. It's going to go back to the bounty. And of course, it's going to be used for the bounties, the guarantee, a premium subscription. And for our existing solution, the BrandShield solution that I've described at the beginning, companies will be able to pay for it with the tokens. And of course, some of the tokens they will put into the bounties. We're also decentralizing another part of the market. So today, as I've described, enforcement is done by different companies like BrandShield when an enforcement team, usually an experienced team, in our case, we have certified lawyers in-house that are actually performing those takedowns, perform different takedown action, enforcement action. This can be decentralized. So once the system detects the problem and the company wants to take it down, it will go to a marketplace where enforcers from around the world will be able to bid on that work and actually take it down and be rewarded with the tokens of MyShield, the MSLD. We're currently at the beginning of our token sale. We're in a private token sale. We'll announce a public sale, which will be actually locked for the US, as you know, around June. And of course, if you want to follow anything about that, you can follow our website and the social media. You can read more about our management team on our website. I do want to say a couple of words about our advisors. We have Nimrod Lehavi from Simplex. Simplex is actually a company that provides anti-fraud for most of the biggest exchanges in crypto. When you pay with a credit card, they are the ones that are actually checking that. The other person I want to emphasize is Rob Cohen. Rob is one of the first investors and was an executive director at AVG, the antivirus, and brings a very important experience to our team. So to summarize a vision, in cybersecurity for users, what we've had at the beginning was an antivirus. Then came the anti-spam. What we're bringing is the anti-scam. This is the next level for cybersecurity for users. Thank you very much. Here you have our details. If you want to ask me questions, I'll be here. And I'll have this rod with me. And the one that, I don't know if there is anyone that got everything right, come over and get the rod. Thank you. Oh, yeah, are there any questions about phishing? Something. Yeah, go ahead.
So is there like a latency by which zero-day hacks, you can't really detect zero-day hacks that easily because...
Sorry, could you repeat that?
I would think that it takes time for your process to detect hacks and frauds and scams. Mm-hmm. So for zero-day hacks, like, can you detect those type of scams?
In a you mean 0 day?
Like, for example, it just came out.
Okay,
like,
so that's one of the issues, definitely, when we have with our system. It won't be like online immediately. And that's exactly where MyShield is going to bring that another level. Because once this is done, let's say an email was sent out, or some link was posted on a social media, and someone actually sees that website and believes it's a phishing, that's when they report. And that makes that's exactly the crowd wisdom strength that we're bringing into this whole model that we don't have today.
How long on average does it normally take for the crowd to find out?
Sorry?
How long on average does the crowd take to find out that this is actually a scam?
So the idea is that once you report, okay, once you report, it's going to be immediately on the platform. So the next person that goes on that website will see that there is a report. Not necessarily that it's a confirmed report, but that there is a report. And then it actually will encourage people to check it out and provide more feedback. The system itself will also scan that website. Once there is a consensus, then there will be an exact scoring. But there will be, immediately after, there will be that information available for the user that someone has already reported this as a potential scam. Not necessarily a scam, but a potential scam. All right. Any other questions? Right, thank you very much. And the winner, come over if there is one.